Hello again there folks, Lone Adventurer here. Thank you very much for stumbling your way upon my channel and joining me on this adventure to Coppershell Bay. This is the second part of my playthrough of The Crows of Coppershell Bay by Paul Stapleton. If you have not seen part 1, there'll be a link up in the corner of the screen right about now. If you've been enjoying this playthrough, do consider subscribing to my channel and like this video if you like this video. Now, with that said and done, we are going to get straight back into it. It is night time now. We've gone through day 1 of the 3 days that we will have in order to gain the 60 gems that we need to placate the crows. We are on 11 gems so far, so we've got a little bit of a way to go. We haven't yet been on a quest. We will certainly be doing that in this video, and we are in the nighttime phase. So I might just bring this nighttime card up to you so you can have a look at what it has on it. So we get 3 actions, and the actions we can do are getting some sleep, as you would imagine. Well, we won't be doing that, I don't think, because we're only 1 pep down at the moment, so that feels like it might be a bit of a waste. You can make dinner, pay 2 gems, gain a heart, or we can go to work, which costs 1 time plus 1 pep to gain 2 gems. I think we're going to be doing that. We're just going to be working to gain some gems. And when we've got through the nighttime phase, we'll go into the next daytime phase. So here we go. Going to work costs us 1 time, 1 pep, and that will give us 2 gems. 1, 2. And in fact, we're going to do that again to gain another 2 gems. And then our final action will be actually getting some sleep to regain 2 pep. So we're back where we started. Obviously, if we'd have been in some fights and we'd lost some health, we might have used some of those actions in order to gain health, which is actually quite expensive. It costs time and 2 gems. Very similar to buying some food over at the Bay Carnival during the day, but there it only costs gems, not time. So regaining health is actually quite expensive. That is the end of the nighttime phase. We can flip this back over. It says here, at the end of the nighttime, roll the die and flip that location. Then flip this card and place the time on the arrow. Okay, so we're going to roll the dice. Number 4. 4 means we're going to be flipping over the Burrow Glade. That's bad news. So as I said before, flipping a card over like that makes everything a lot more risky. If we roll 1 exclamation mark, we lose 1 pep. Now if we roll 1 exclamation mark, we have to pay 2 gems. So already quite pricey. Then in the past, had we have got 2 exclamation marks, we would have also had to have discarded 1 forageable card. Now we have to discard 2 forageable cards. And then if we'd have got 3 or 4, we would have encountered thorns and lost 1 health. Now we would lose 1 health and 1 pep as a result of encountering a wasp nest. So I do feel like that makes doing that really not worth it unless you have some way to mitigate the those negative effects. For example, there is something, the glove. Discard this to ignore the first 2 exclamation marks when you dig, fish or forage. So if you have that, it might be handy, but then of course you've got to get that, haven't you? Right, not so much with the foraging going forward, I guess, but we're in a new day. A new day with new opportunities. I think I'm going to start with a little bit of fishing, and if that seems boring to you, 1, this might not be the game for you, but 2, I am definitely going to go on a quest with my next action. But we're going to go fishing first. So if you remember, I've already got 1 fish. So here we go. Oh, and we've immediately got an exclamation mark, but we've got a little green fishy. Oh, we got another exclamation mark. That's super annoying. 2 blue fish, though. That means we're going to not only lose 1 pep, we're now going to discard a fish card from our supply. But I like to gamble, so we'll do 1 more. Okay, and this one has no exclamation mark and a green. So we are now going to lose a pep, and we've got to lose one of these. Okay, so yeah, it'll be this one here. Get rid of that. And then we're going to go to the market, and for a set of a blue, a yellow and a green, we can get 4 gems. So we've got a blue, a yellow and a green, and we've got another blue. And the individual blue we can sell for 1. So in total we can sell all these fish for 5 gems. And that is pretty cool. So my gem tracker over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, takes us up to 20 gems. And we are a little closer to victory. But we're going to go on a quest. So we're going to go to the Miners Guild, attempt a quest. Gain 1 tool of your choice. Choose a shallow quest. Each quest can be only attempted once. If you complete the quest, collect the reward shown. When you reach level 3, flip this card. I'm just going to have a look at the other side. Oh, a deep quest. I had not even clocked before now that there are 2 different types of quests. So very likely, in the last game I played, I did a deep quest when I could not. Okay, we get a tool. I'm going to have this one because this will help us in the quest that we're going to do, whereas the glove I don't think would. So this spade, shovel, when you move into a story chamber, discard this to draw 2 story cards. Play 1 and discard the other. So you'll see that and how that works, but it just gives us a little bit of flexibility. So what are the shallow quests? Well, I've done that one. So I'm guessing there's 3. Deep quest, deep quest, deep quest. Okay. So we've got Finding Mr. Boydle. We've got Plum Cap Grove. And we've got a Nest of Scuttlers. And I think I'm going to stick with what I know for the purposes of the video. We're going to do Plum Cap Grove. So you get to choose which quest you want to do. And really, I think if you're familiar with the quests, you can probably pick one that will play to your advantages. That's not the right card, is it? Where's Plum Cap Grove? There it is. So this is what we got going on. We've got our little map. On our map, we have an entrance and an exit. On this map, they so happen to be the same location. So these are the story chambers, where we will have to draw story cards and experience the encounter that is on them. The ones that have a greater number are a bit more risky. So if we were to encounter an enemy, for example, they would have more health or more attack. I can't quite remember how it works, but the lower the number, the less risk involved. We've also got a location where you can forage there. Or we've got a location where you can fish. I think that's a location where you can regain health. If we go this way, we will lose a pep. If we go this way, we will lose some time. Now this card over here gives us some additional setup information so that we know how to complete this quest, because each one is thoroughly unique. Miners have discovered a whole forest growing underground. It's quite a sight. They also found an abundance of plum cap mushrooms in several of its groves. Your job is to visit these groves and pick as much plum cap as you can find. You've also been told of a giant mother mushroom hidden deep within this strange subterranean ecosystem. Right, so our quest to collect as many of these symbols as possible. So you can see there's one there, there's one there. So for setup, we'll place a little disc face down on each of the mushroom chambers at random so that the numbers are hidden, because these little discs have numbers on one side. There's numbers ranging from 1 to 3, I believe. No, up to 4, ranging from 1 to 4. Special rules. Each time you enter a mushroom chamber, reveal the disc there and collect gems equal to the number shown. Remove this disc from play. The chamber is now empty. Reward plus XP for every 3 chambers you entered containing mushrooms. So I might just move these 2 out of the way so we can pop that there. We need to move our little meeple over to the entrance. and we need to place these discs randomly on the different mushroom locations. I'm going to give them a little shuffle up here. You'll have to take my word for it that I'm doing that. Alright, and then we're ready to go. So we're going to go down into this room here, and we're going to draw our first story card. Cursed Gems. So now finally we're going to use the main section of the card. This is when all this stuff in the middle comes into play. Choose 1 to 6 gems, then roll the die, adding 2 to the result if your agility is 4 or more. Well, my agility is not, it's only 2. If the total is less than the amount of gems you chose, lose a heart. Otherwise collect gems equal to the amount you chose. Oh my goodness. So we've got a little gambling game here. So I think I'm going to play it fairly modestly here and just use 2 gems. So then we are going to roll our dice, and if it's less than 2, we lose health. Ah, hilarious. Ah, okay. Just my luck. We're going to lose a health, and we lost our 2 gems. We could have used this brew to re-roll the die, but I'm tempted to say we should probably keep that. We're going to keep on going. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to go into this chamber here. This is one of the mushroom chambers. And we're going to have a look at this mushroom here, and it's a big one. It's 3. There we go, in case you don't believe me. So that is good. That's giving us 3 gems. 1, 2, 3. So at least we're quids in for Plumcap Grove. Then when we go back into there, we've got to have another story card. Shrine. Will you leave or steal a tribute? Leave a tribute. Discard 1 item or pay 2 gems to get plus health. So it's 2 gems, isn't it, for health? Steal a tribute. Roll the die. Add 2 if your A is 4 or more. What's the total? Well, I'm not going to do that because there's no way I'm going to roll a 6. Well, that would be good. But unfortunately, my agility... Is that what A stands for? I think it was. Okay. But I've got to do one or the other, have I? I'm not 100% sure. Maybe I can just walk out and do neither. But I don't know. So I guess I'll pay 2 gems and regain a health. Down to 19. Get my health back. Are we going to go up this way or over that way? Now, if we go over this way, we could fish. Oh, look, there's no connection there. So this here is the only way to move between this area and this area. So you've got to wander around Plumcap Grove for quite a while in order to gain more than 3 of these symbols. I can't see myself going up there and then down here and then over here and then all the way back to get out. That would take ages. So we're just going to go up this way because at least there's 3 over here. Oh, we've got a baddie. Okay, we've got to do some fighting. This number here is the hazard's strength. Not sure what that symbol there means. It does say here that the strength is increased if you fight at night. Also increased by the depth of the story chamber. Okay, maybe that's what that means. So we are in a story chamber of 0, luckily. Then this number over here is their agility. That's used if we attempt to flee. And then down at the bottom we have got something that happens if you win and something that happens if you lose. So what we are going to do is we are going to roll a dice, d6, and add on our strength, which is 3, and that will be our attack. So we'll do that first. We'll just go through it. Here we go. 3. Oh, that's bad. Adding on 3 is 6. But the strength of the jelly cube is 5. This is what I mean by it being quite tough. You've really got to, go some. I mean, there's other ways of improving. We can also, once we have worked out the hazards roll, we can spend 1 gem to use the lucky charm, and that might increase our score. But I think I'm going to use my reroll brew. 4. That is clearly not much better. So 4, 5, 6, 7 is what we've got. Then we're going to roll for the enemy. 5. Fantastic. So it's 5 plus 5 for the enemy, which is 10. I'm on 7. I could spend a gem to use a lucky charm, which is when you draw a card from the top of the story deck and you look at this symbol down at the bottom here and add that on. I would have to get a lucky charm of 4, and I don't think that's even a thing. So we have lost. We have lost this combat, which is quite sucky. So if you lose a life, and it says draw a story card. If a little sad face is shown, also discard 1 item. Luckily not. So at least we don't have to discard an item, and we can carry on our way. Now, we can either go up this way, and in order to get to this one up at the top, we would have to lose a pep, or we could go round this way, but if you go that way, you've got to go through 2 riskier areas where you've got a +2 danger level, or whatever it's called. But I think we're going to go up here and get that one first. So we'll go over here, story card, a corpse. Check her pockets. Loot 1, loot 2 instead if your A is 4 or more. 4 is really the sweet spot for your agility. Search her backpack. For time, loot 2 and acquire 1. Ooh, that is worth it, I think. Bury her to get XP. But it was use both of our pep. I think if I had 4 pep, I'd probably do it. But it's quite risky. This is a good card. Now, it's even better for us because Trevor is a scavenger. Whenever Trevor loots 2, 3 or 4, gain 1 extra gem. Oh, but we're only looting 1. Oh, but then we can loot 2 if we search a backpack, which we're totally going to do. So we're going to start by looting 1, and that gives us 1 gem. We'll lose that card. Then we're going to search her backpack, which is going to take a time. Oh, which should be in day 2. But that's loot 2 and acquire 1. So I'll show you how that works. Looting 2 is going to turn into looting 3. We are getting through a lot of cards though, because we're a scavenger. Oh, and that is a big haul. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And also acquire, which means to gain an item or a brew, and we are gaining a pep. Discard this at any time to gain 2 pep. How interesting is that? So I could gain 2 pep. It says at any time, so I guess I can gain it immediately before I choose to bury her, and now I could spend 2 pep to also bury her, gain an XP. So that's alright. So that was a good one. Let's go up here. And we're going into a mushroom area, and that is giving us 1 gem. And then we're going to keep on going. So going this way costs 1 pep. And then if we wanted to come back this way, again, I think we'd have to spend 1 more pep. So that is quite expensive on the old pep. But anyway, we're going to go up that way, costing a pep. Pep is a weird word if you keep saying it. It sounds even weirder. Pep, 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 pep. Right, and that is giving us 2 gems, taking us up to 30. All of a sudden, feels like we're doing a little bit better. And then we've got to decide, are we going to push on this way, or are we going to go back that way, which is going to cost a pep, but potentially not have these riskier encounters? I think I'm going to use my last pep and go back this way. It is risky. Then into here for a story card. Whoop. Trapdoor. Travel a little way. Move to a story chamber with the same depth as this one. And then for a time we can move to a story chamber with a different depth from this one. That's pretty cool. We're in a level 1 depth. So we could jump over to there and then just be a little bit closer to getting that one. Or we could jump to the same depth. It's a shame it's not the same depth or lower, because there's no 1s over there. But I could spend a time and just go, oh, that B. I didn't. That's one of the special cards. I didn't clock that earlier. That must be the giant mother mushroom. So I don't know what that will give you. Unfortunately, it's behind a -1 pep, and I don't have any pep anymore. I could still do it, but I'd lose health instead. Right, all that to be said, it would be nice to see what that bee is. Should I look at it? For some reason that feels like cheating. Obviously the first time you do it, on subsequent playthroughs, you'll know exactly what it is. I think I'm just going to jump to here. I'm going to be less brave about this. And then we will go here where we can regain a health. And then we'll go up here where we can claim this mushroom, just worth 1 gem. Flipping the card over to the second side because we now have 31 gems. And then I think we're going to make our way out because I'm all out of pep. Or should I go up that way? Because I do have a stopwatch to ignore 1 time cost, which means I could go this safe way both ways and only incur that time cost once. Should we do that? Should we push on? I need to do a story card, don't I? That was a lot of waffle. I need to do a story card. Random. Okay, so we've got 6 options here. Did I have something? Yes, we've got this tool. We've got this lantern. When you roll the die to resolve a random card, discard this to add up to 2 to the result. So presumably, the higher the number, the better the option. I'm not going to read the options yet. We're just going to roll the dice, inevitably get a 1. Bah! We got a 1. Oh, that means we would lose health. But if I add on 2... So let's have a quick look at this. So at the moment, I've encountered a rocky outcrop. And because our A is less than 4, we would lose a health. I could add on 2 some bats attack and try and beat the bats in combat. I mean, maybe losing 1 health is okay. I think maybe I'm just going to lose a health and accept a bit of bad luck there and push on. So we're going to go this way. So we've got quite a few story cards to get through here, so I hope you don't mind being in for the long haul. A storeroom. You may add up to 3 different brews to your rucksack. If you do, draw 1 story card per brew added. For each card that shows a sad face, roll the die. Ooh. Okay, I could use this as an opportunity to add the XP brew. So I'm going to do 1. Here we go. Oh, it's a sad face. Right, so I have added the XP brew, but a bad thing is going to happen. 2. So that means we lose 1 health. It's pretty bad news. I think am I going to stop there? Do I want another brew? Oh, do you know what? I really want 1 more brew. So I'm going to have the strength brew, which you can add during a fight. Oh, it's another 1. 1. I've lost another health. We're down to 1 health, folks. I think I've got to get out. I was all for carrying on and finding out what was over there, but I think at this point we've got to get out. Oh, we've got a baddie, Creeping Rot. So this baddie has 5 points of strength, quite a high number. I don't quite recall how running away works, but knowing my luck, if I run away, I know you can incur damage. You can lose health as you're running away, and I think that would probably happen to me. So I'm going to try and fight this guy, this Creeping Rot, and hope for the best. Now remember, I do have that brew I just acquired, which I can discard to add 2 to my attack in a fight. So come on, let's have 1 good dice roll. 3. That's not great, is it? So we're adding on our strength. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to discard my strength brew. 7, 8. And then roll for the baddie. Oh, that's 8 as well. 5 plus 3 is 8. Who wins if we draw? Equal or greater, you defeat the hazard. Fantastic. Whew, that was pretty close. If you win, plus XP. That's good. Forage 1, loot 1. Now before we do that, we have got to the end of the story deck. And that means time passes. For every 10 gems in your purse, pay 1 gem. So we've got 31, so we've got to pay 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll take us down to 28. That sucks, but there you go. Rot. Discard 2 hazard cards of your choice from your supply. Alright, I've just had a little think about that because I didn't quite process what it meant before, because a hazard card is one of these things like this that can attack you. I think that's a hazard card. Your supply is your forageables, your fishes, and your dug up items. Now I've only got one of those, which is a hazard. I think is a rusty trap a hazard as well. I think the hazard's the one with the red background. Feel free to correct me if you think I'm wrong. So I've got to discard that. Onwards, flip this card, shuffle the story deck, place it face down on this card. So next time it is worse. Giving those a quick shuffle, we have one. Did I give myself the XP? I think I did, didn't I? Then I did the foraging. No, I didn't do the foraging. That's why we were shuffling that. Okay, so foraging has gained us a mushroom. There we go. We ignore the exclamation marks in this situation, and we loot for one as well. And that has gained us one gem. We are out. So our reward for the quest is XP for each 3 chambers we entered containing mushrooms. And we entered 4 chambers, so we get 1 XP, which pushes us up to level 2. So we have leveled up. When your XP reaches a square showing level 2, 3, 4 or 5, you level up and can improve your character in one of the following ways. Add 1 to strength, 1 to agility, restore all lost lives and pep. That is not to be sniffed at. Or gain 1 gem per level you just reached. So we would be gaining 2 gems. As much as I would love to increase my strength or my agility, I'm on 1 health. And regaining all my pep and all my health will cost quite a lot in gems and time. So I think just getting that back up to max is a good use of that. So there you go, folks. That is our first quest. That was fun. We can't do that again in this game. Alright, so we need to decide what to do next. So we're going to leave the Miners Guild. We've still got quite a bit of time left today. Should we go to the carnival, do a little bit of gambling? So we're going to pay 1 time and 2 gems. And then let's see what we're going to do. So I think last time we did Fortune Forage. Maybe we could do some fighting, but I'm not that good at fighting. I'm not that strong. If we win, we collect 2 gems and go on to the next one. Okay, so it's push your luck. You have to fight a level 3 dude, then a level 4, then a level 5. I don't think I'm strong enough for that. Or we could do the racing, which could be fun. Should we do that one? I mean, I kind of just want to do the same one again, but I feel like I should show one of the other games on camera. So this is Pest Racing. Place our meeple on the arrow. This is you. Choose a pest to race. Place a disc on its space. So I guess that's the easiest one to race. And if we beat it, we would get 5 gems. If you roll 1, move as many spaces. Roll the dice. Move the meeple that many spaces along the track. If you roll 1, move as many spaces as your agility instead. You can also minus 1 pep to move 1 more space. Then roll the die again. Okay, and then the other one moves. Alright. So that would be the easiest one to defeat. Or we could go for that one, but that would require a bit more luck. Maybe I'm going to go for a safe 5 gems. Let's give it a go. Here we go. This is for me. 2. Rubbish. But we're off. 3 for the bug. 2, 3, the pest. Then for me, remember I can always spend a pep to add 1 on. 5, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for the bug, 3. 1, 2, 3. But I am catching up. Then me, 5. Finally, some good rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the bug, 6. 6, that's annoying. Then me, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, bug. Let's have a low number. 5. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Now I can spend 1 pep and make it that final spot and win. That was tight though. Whew. 5 gems. Okay. Wow. A little bit of excitement there at the pest racing booth at the carnival. So where next? I just like fishing. I feel like I'm going to go fishing again. Or we could go beach combing. I'm going to fish. Here we go. Fishing time. 1 green fish. 1 yellow fish. No exclamation mark so far. And another yellow fish. Alright, so I guess I'll keep those and we'll go fishing again. Here we go. 1 blue fish. I've got enough now to do the 4 gem thing, so I could hold off. Let's do 1 more. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just conscious that if we get 7, we get an XP. We have to flip the card, but we get an XP. So if I get 2 more fish, we'd gain an XP. Oh, it's just another 1. But no exclamation marks. So that is good. We've got loads of fish now. I'm going to go straight over to the market to sell them. What sets have we got? We've only got 1 set of 3. That's a blue, a green and a yellow. So that will get us 4 gems. And then the other ones sold individually will get us 1 gem each. So that is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to go back beach combing again, I think. And I'm going to roll the dice twice and we'll get the difference in gems. 2, 2. Righto. Okay, that's the end of the day. So we are going to flip this card. It's getting quite tight now. We've only got 1 more day before we have to pay the crows. And we are going to work. Nighttime is work time, if you ask me. So I'm going to use my pep to gain 2 gems. 1, 2. Yeah, that was that one. Then we're going to do the same again. Pep. 1, 2. And are we going to do the same again? Would that be bonkers? No, we'll sleep. Sleep and time to regain 2 pep. All right. We'll roll the dice and flip another location. 6 is the market. So what does that mean? Ooh, things cost more to buy and fish sell for less. Right. And we're at the start of our final day. Now obviously we're going to have to go on a quest. It's just a question of whether we go straight away. It's a shame we can't brew some more brews. Craft some more brews. We can buy brews. I'm just thinking if we're going to go into another quest, we probably should have some more brews. Doesn't cost any time to buy brews. So we could do 1 more. Maybe you're getting a bit bored of seeing me go fishing. But that is the deal, I'm afraid. I want to fish. So we're going to go fishing. And then any profits we make from this fishing, we're going to spend on brews. Ooh, 2 fish. Ooh, 2 exclamation marks. But a blue fish. Oh, another one. Oh, so we are losing 1 pep. We are losing 1 fish. And we are losing a heart. That was less than amazing. But if we go down here... Oh, no, now it's more expensive, isn't it? Oh. Do I need to double down on the fishing? I forgot that fish sell for less. Oh, I think I'm just going to have to accept that 2 fish will only get me 1 gem. I just want to have a quick look at the 2 items we've got here. Can we make anything? 2 mushrooms? You can't make anything with 2 mushrooms. So what do we do now? I think we need to... I'm going to spend a couple of gems and hope that I can get that back. And what brew am I buying here? Because you only have a set number of these little cogs. 6, I guess, unless I've lost one already. So that's how many things you can have. I'm going to put it, am I going to put it on the agility one or the strength one? Both seem to come up quite a lot, but it's in fights that I really struggle, so I'm going to put it on the strength one. Then I've been moving the wrong symbol. So we went fishing. Did we do anything else? Don't think we did we? We went fishing. Where's my meeple? There it is. We went to sell fish. We went to do that. Now we're going to go to Burrow Glade and we're going to relax. Pay 1 time to regain our health because it feels foolish to go on a quest without full health. Then we're going to attempt a quest. And actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to discard, when I relax, I'm going to discard this tool, the little clock, to ignore the time cost, because I can regain that at the start of my quest. Just thinking if there's anything else I want to do. No, because we will need some time during the quest, potentially. Now, unfortunately, we're still doing shallow quests because we haven't reached level 3. Leveling up is quite hard, I found. So we are going to do another shallow quest. We're going to gain a tool of our choice, which is going to be the clock again. And we're going to do another quest. We can't do Plumcap Grove. We can do Finding Mr. Boydell or a Nest of Scuttlers. I think we're going to do Finding Mr. Boydell. That fool Scrunth Boydell has got himself lost again, this time while out looking for a fabled sceptre he heard was entombed in the mines. Personally, I don't see why we should waste time and effort looking for the fellow, but here we are. There are a few places he could be, so see if you can find him and bring him back to the surface. Quest: find Scrunth Boydell, then leave the mine. Place a random disc face down on each location chamber at random, so the numbers are hidden. Each time you enter one of those chambers, reveal the disc. If 4 is shown, you find him. Gain special card A. Either way, remove this disc. The chamber is now empty. If you reach the exit with Scrunth Boydell, we'll gain 3 gems and XP. Alrighty. There's a lot of chambers, 6 to be precise, where he could be. But looking at this map again, they don't look quite as scary here. Like, it's not quite as elaborate as the last one. Everything is kind of connected. This one is off on a bit of a tangent, but you've got 2 here we could go to quite early on. Then we go to this one, and if we still haven't found him over there, could be a long quest. And if we run out of time somehow while we're in this quest, we lose. Because if we get to the end of this day, we should have moved that on 1. If we get to the end... should we move that on 1? I thought you had to pay 1 to start a quest. But actually, it doesn't look like you do. Not sure what I was saying then. Basically, let's make a start. So we're going in this way. We're going to go straight up to the middle one, into a high-risk area, because that's a level 2 depth on that location. Web trap. Roll the die. Add your agility to the result. What's the total? Oh, okay. Web trap time. 4, 5, 6. Total, it takes a while. Use a time. So I'm going to just discard this to ignore that, my little clock. Then we're going to go into here. And is this the dude? No. Alright. We've got to go back out into the risky location. Oh, it's a baddie. So we've got to add on to, not only are we going, a Maya bloat, not only are we going to roll a die and add that onto its strength, we've also got to add on 2 for the depth. So it could be a maximum of 13 strength. So I don't really fancy my chances with that. It sounds like bad news. I'm going to try and escape, flee, and you lose 1 pep for trying to flee. Roll the die, add your A. If the total is less than the hazard's A, we lose a health. Either way, discard the story card and take your next turn by moving to a connected chamber. Right, roll the die. 3, Adding on our A, 4, 5. Is it less than the enemy's A? Yes! So we lose a health, but at least we are out, I guess. Alright, so then we're going to go... Oh, we can't go into there. We've got to go via that one. Another story card. Grove. Quickly pick roots. Forage 1. Forage 2 if your A is 4 or higher. Well, it's not. Take your time. Forage 3. Is foraging going to help us at all? Because I'm not going to be doing another quest after this one. So I guess we'll just do 1 forage. Eat some toadstools. Oh, so we +1 health or +2 pep. I'm assuming I can do any number of these things and not just one. I hope so. Alright, so we're going to forage for 1. That gives us a feather. Then we're going to eat some toadstools to regain 2 pep. So that was a nice card. Then we're going to go down into this chamber here. Is that him? No, it's not. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go back up there. Another story card. Random. So we're going to roll a dice. 1. That's bad, right? Flooded chamber. If your A is less than 4, lose a health. Ooh, okay. Alright, so we are going to go up this way. Another random encounter. Anything that's dependent on a dice roll. I don't have much luck. 2. I wish I had the re-roll thing. Oh, when you roll a die to resolve a random card, discard this to add up to 2 to the result. Well, I could do that and alternatively fight a giant maggot. Oh, no. No. I can add on 2, which will get me to 4. Shovel in the soil. Dig for 2. So should we do that instead? We'll just dig for 2. Well, this is getting me through the story cards quite quickly. It's getting us 2 bone. But at least nothing bad happened there. Then we're going to go up into this chamber. Is that the fella? No, it's not. So I guess we will... I mean, are we going to go down there to that one? Because then we have to go over there to that one and then all the way around there to that one. But I think that's what we... Oh, that cost a pep to go over there. And I guess another pep to go back the other way. So my new supply of pep didn't last that long. We have got a copper eye to fight. This is a depth 1 location. So 5, 6 is the basic score that it's got. So what's my strength? 5, that's good. 6, 7, 8. And it's on 6 already. So I'm going to discard that to take mine up to 10. That was my strength brew. So I'm on 10. And it is on 5, 6, 7. So I have won the fight. That's good. We're gaining an XP. We're going to acquire 1. So that is getting us a shovel, which we've already got, unfortunately. And then loot 2. And when we loot 2, we actually loot 3 because we are Trevor the Scavenger. And that's getting us 1, 2, 3, 4 gems. I was kind of hoping for more than that, if I'm honest. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we are on our way to victory here, I guess you could say. We're making our way down to there. Wishing well. Make a wish, pay 2 gems, and roll the die. So something good's going to happen. Climb into the well, loot 1. If your A is 4 or more, loot 2 instead. Alright, so we're going to make a wish, pay 2 gems, I suppose. Do we want to do that? I mean, they're all beneficial, but at this stage of the game, I need those gems. I'm so close to victory, I need the gems. So we're just going to loot 1. We're going to climb in and loot. Oh, good. And that's gained us 3 gems, which is lucky because we are at the end of the story deck. Time passes 1 time and lose 1 pep. For every 10 gems in your purse, pay 2 gems. And I'm on 49, so I've got to pay 8 gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is brutal. Discard all hazard cards from your supply. That's that one. Just the 1. Onwards. Shuffle the story deck, not including the cards in your supply. place it face down on this card. Okay, so we stay on that side of the story card now. And things carry on being expensive. And we are ready to crack on. And we can go into this location here. And it is not the dude who we're trying to find. So I guess we're going to keep on going. Right, so the grove again. We can forage 1. We can take your time to forage 3. That will cost extra time. Or we can eat some toadstools. So we'll eat some toadstools to regain the pep. Forage 1. Should we do a quick forage? It's getting us some sap. I don't think we will take our time and do extra foraging. So we are trying to make our way over here now. So we're going to go over there. Oh, we've got a wraith to fight or run away from, depending upon how we feel. Why haven't I used my XP potion to gain XP? I don't know. Should have done that already. And actually, I can use my brew to gain a health. I could have done that earlier, and I probably could have come into this dungeon with another thing. But never mind. Oh, I used that, didn't I? I used that, I think, the lantern to add to a random card roll. I think I used that. So shall we use this? A little bit cheaty, but I'm going to use it right now, the spade. When you move into a story chamber, discard this to draw 2 story cards. Play 1 and discard the other. Oh, they're both enemies. Well, at least I'm getting rid of an enemy. And I can face this one here. Come on, let's have some good rolling here, eh? So this is for me. 5, that's good. 6, 7, 8. And what about for the copper eye? Oh, 5, 6, 7. I've won. Fantabulous. So that's XP, which means I'm levelling up. And then acquire 1 and loot 2. So the acquire is giving us, that's fantastic, the pep potion, which actually I'm going to immediately use to regain 2 pep. And then loot 2. Yeah, that's 4 gems. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, because we have levelled up, we can add to our strength, our agility, restore all lives or pep, or gain 1 gem per level. So we could gain another 3 gems, but it would be good to be ready for fighting a bit more. So I'm going to take that extra point on the fight, I think. Where are we? Here. So we're going to go down into here. Oh, we've got another thing to fight. So let's do it. It's got a strength of 5. So this is for me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for the jelly cube. Oh, 5. So I'm on 8 and the jelly cube is on 10. So I can use a pep to do the luck thing. Oh, sadly not. So that means the jelly cube wins. I lose a health. And it also says draw a story card. And if it's a sad face, we'll discard 1 item. It's not, it's a happy face. Shame that didn't happen during the combat. I would have won. Never mind though. Up this way. A cut purse. But he's only got a strength of 4. So maybe we got a chance with him. So this is for us. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 4. Oh, come on. So that's taking him up to 10. So I'm going to use a pep again to see if we get lucky. Yes, we do. 1, which takes us up to 10 as well. And that means we have 1. We gain an XP. The XP is really rolling in now. Loot 1, acquire 1. So our loot of 1 gives us 2 gems, and our acquire 1 gives us a, which potion is that? A strength potion. That's good news. We're going to go up here. Surely this is him. It's not. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. A random card. Let's see what happens. 6. That's good, right? High is good. A beached merman, plus XP and collect gems equal to your strength. That is amazing. XP. And we've got 4 strengths. We're getting 4 gems. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking us up to 51 gems. So we're going down this way into here. Another random. 2. Bad news. Locked door. If your strength is less than 4, it costs time. Our strength is 4. It costs us no time. Acquire 2. That could be useful. But then I'd have to go into this room again, and I need to minimise the amount of story cards I'm doing, I think. Corpse. Check her pockets. Loot 1. 3 gems. Fabulous. 1, 2, 3. Search her backpack. We can definitely use the time. Search her backpack. Loot 2. Acquire 1. And because Trevor is a scavenger, we're looting 3 and acquiring 1. We've gone through the story deck again, but that has given us 5 gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm aware that if I get to the bottom of this story deck, I lose. I know I'm close to finding the bloke, Mr. Boydell, but I find myself wondering if I should just get out. I think I'm going to. I'm gonna run for the exit. Or we've got a Maya bloat. But if I beat the Maya bloat, I'll loot 2, and that will bring around the end of the story deck, and we'll get taxed. So I think I'm going to run away from it. So running away. Have to look, because I don't do it very often, because I'm so goddamn brave. So that's going to cost me a pep. We're going to roll this dice, add our agility. Oh, 1. Adding our agility is 2, 3. And that is less than the agility of the Maya bloat, which means we are going to lose a health. And then we are going to lose a pep. Oh, we've got to draw this card. Oh. And if it's a sad face, we lose a pep. And because we're at the end, time passes. And we lose a pep. We lose a pep. I could have discarded that to add 2 to the combat, but I didn't even fight it. I was trying to run away, wasn't I? And because we don't have any pep left, we have to lose the health, which means that Trevor has died. We're on 59 gems, and Trevor has died. Oh, that is, I think you will agree, folks, devastating. We were so close to getting out and appeasing the crows, but it wasn't meant to be. That's Crows of Coppershell Bay. I like this game quite a lot. You can see there is a lot going on, especially when you consider the fact that it comes in this little tin. 14 of your English pounds this game costs, 14 or 15 pounds. It is, without a doubt, a bargain. And you can see also that it's quite tight as well. It's a tricky one to win. I have not won yet. That was only my second game, but I haven't won yet. I'm going to be playing again and seeing if I can win next time. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. Please do consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more adventures just like this one. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this game, Crows of Coppershell Bay. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.